Now, Piers, I want to ask you about something else. The new Barbie movie, and this is making a lot of publicity at the moment. It's starring the Australian actor Margot Robbie. Well, it's been banned in Vietnam for featuring a map of the South China Sea that shows China's ownership of disputed islands. Of course, Vietnam rejects this map showing China's version of where it would like its territories to be. Piers, this may seem kind of frivolous or even a mistake, but it's actually quite a serious topic because there is a long trend now of Hollywood kowtowing to China. And the American executives of this movie would have known what they were doing because Vietnam has reacted this way before multiple times. I mean, why do you even need a map of Vietnam in a Barbie movie? I can't even, I haven't seen it, but I can't imagine the scene that would need to show a map of these, islands that are subject to the territorial dispute. This is all clearly to appease China, and it's a topic that Andrew Bolt has been very strong on previously, the fact that American movie executives don't want their movies banned in China, so it looks like they've chosen in this instance to annoy Vietnam instead. Well,
this is a very, very important issue, and Hollywood has a long form of kowtowing to dictators. They even had, before the Second World War, they even sent executives to Germany to see how they could produce movies which wouldn't offend Adolf Hitler.
Wow.
I'm not surprised at this at all. China, going back to 1946 and the Kuomintang, has made 3 aggressive grabs across the Pacific. This is what is called the 9-dash line, and it comes from a loop down from the Kamchatka Peninsula right down to Indonesia and back up past the Vietnamese coast, and it takes in the Paracel Islands and the Spratly Islands. And these islands have been disputed. The Chinese have militarized them. They've built airstrips in there and so forth and so on. They've also claimed the second island chain, which cuts right through the Philippines. And there is a third island chain which cuts right through from the Aleutian Islands, which are just off the American coast, down through Honolulu, right down to Tonga and Fiji. So nobody should be surprised. We have to remember that this is the Chinese Communist Party, and it's an aggressive party.
Yes, it is.
And well, it basically the Chinese government is independent because the CCP, the Chinese Communist Party, runs the government. It appoints the government. The Chinese government doesn't appoint the party. The PLA is the army of the Chinese Communist Party. And we should be making this distinction loudly and more clearly.
Yes,
whenever we deal with Chinese or Chinese industries, we're dealing with the Chinese Communist Party.
And we've seen time and time again, and this Barbie movie appears to be the latest example of it, of Hollywood executives bending over backwards to appease, as you say, the Chinese Communist Party so that their films are broadcast in China, so that they're able to make money rather than just do the democratic thing and don't show a map of China's version of the territorial disputes. And now, yes.
Well, all media in China, including movies, is controlled by the Communist Party.
Exactly. So look, we're watching the Chinese Communist Party version of Barbie, it would seem.